At the end of the day, listen, at the end of the day, bitter men will always hate the message, treat women right. I repeat, bitter men will always hate the message, treat women right, because they have trauma. They picked the wrong woman, and they view all women the same. Just like the red pill views all women as the same, women now view all men the same. Listen, this is a fake gender war. Listen, at the end of the day, if the guy was never lusting, you could actually see woman as a human being. You could see her as a human being to stay away from, or you could see her as a human being to love, or you could see her as a human being to love from a distance. At the end of the day, listen, there should be no reason a straight male, should ever have beef with a woman. I repeat, there's no reason a straight male should ever have beef with a woman. Why are you beefing with a woman? Maybe because you're lusting after her. Maybe because you don't destroy your lust. Maybe because you want to smash and you can't get a one-night stand like her favorite celebrity. At the end of the day, you can't get a one-night stand like her favorite celebrity because you're not that guy. You're not her first-round draft pick. This is why I say treat all women right. Listen, at the end of the day, even if you're not her first-round draft pick, you don't have to give her vitamin D. I repeat, you don't have to give up the D. Listen, if guys learn vitamin D discipline, then guess what? This can solve all the problems in America. This can solve all the problems in the world. I believe in a perfect world, but until guys destroy their lust, listen, they're gonna forever be in gender wars. I'm gonna say this again. Until guys can fully destroy their lust, they're gonna forever be in gender wars. They gotta forever talk to the woman they don't even want to marry. You guys have to forever settle for a woman who runs into you at the Walmart because Book of Alpharonomy told you get the woman that wants you instead of you getting the woman that you want. At the end of the day, when you get the woman that wants you, that's called desperation. And see what happens when you're desperate, it's not going to work out. You're going to cheat. When you're desperate, you're going to disrespect her. When you're desperate, you're going to allow her to disrespect you because that's your last resort. You gave up. You settled. Nobody told you to settle with the woman who is going to be bitter. Nobody told you to settle with the woman who has daddy issues. You settled with the woman who has daddy issues. So you are responsible for the woman that you settled with. Nobody told you to settle Dr. Umar style and smash and tell 3 different women, take that, take that, take that. I repeat, nobody told you to settle down Dr. Umar style, hit 3 different women from the back and tell her, take that, take that, take that. At the end of the day, when you tell a woman, take that, take that, take that, listen, at the end of the day, you better be able to take that, take that, take that. At the end of the day, if you guys cannot afford to take care of children and a big happy family, listen, you could take your time. You could start a YouTube channel. You can really run up the numbers. At the end of the day, listen, instead of arguing with a woman on platforms, you can come to YouTube and push a healthy mindset. You can come to YouTube and not push a bitter mindset. Listen, at the end of the day, listen. The thing about not having sex is you stop seeing women as lust. You stop seeing women as objects. You start seeing women in real life. These guys have not seen women in real life probably ever, or probably since they were 7 years old. They haven't seen a woman as an actual human since the age of 10 years old. At the end of the day, since the age of 11 years old, since the age of 12, 13, 14. After that, they got introduced to the hub. And listen, the hub has destroyed your mind because the hub has made you obsessed with women. I repeat, the hub has made you obsessed with women. So the same women that look like your favorite hub stars, I repeat, the same women who look like your favorite hub stars, your favorite OF models, your favorite Instagram models, what you guys do is put them on podcasts. They straight disrespect men And now you guys are bitter. Now you guys have gender wars. You guys allowed your lust. Listen, at the end of the day, listen, your lust, and when you lusting, oh, you want it right now. See, lust is thinking about the right now. Lust is the reason you guys can't get to the millions. Lust is the reason you guys have problems dropping videos, because you're only focused on the right now. You're not focused on 10 years later. What's going to happen when they got robots taking all the positions at the jobs? 10 years later, you guys are not YouTubers. You guys won't be YouTubers 10 years down the line, because you have lust problems. You're focused on a woman right now instead of focused on a woman in 2030, 2035. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody tells you. The woman in 2025 look better than a woman in 2016. I repeat, the woman in 2025 look better than a woman in 2016. At the end of the day, listen, we're going to get the new batch in 2035, and we're going to be pulling up in 2033 Lambros. We're going to be pulling up in 2035 supercars, 2035 Ferraris. They worried about the right now. Don't you understand? They're going to release a new Lambo, new Ferrari, new Bugatti every single year. There's a new Dodge Demon, new Dodge Hellcat. There's a new Dodge something. There's a new Dodge TRX every single year. There's a new Mercedes Benz every single year. There's a new Maybach. There's a new Rolls Royce every single year. And you guys are losing hope because of lust. Lust makes sure you don't see that. You only stuck. You think they stopped making Rolls Royces. Listen, at the end of the day, you think they made only a limited amount of Lamborghinis just because they don't do commercials. At the end of the day, listen, the Matrix is not designed for you to succeed, but in a way it is, because the laws are not on your side. In America or in the Western country, the laws are not on your side if you feel like you want to see a woman as an object. So that's why the laws are, listen, America is the best place to do SR. I don't care what nobody says. America is the best place to ever do SR. You run into all the bubbles. You see all the beautiful women. You see all the half-naked women, and you don't lust after them. You see them as regular humans. So now when you go to the Dominican Republic, when you go to Brazil, you will see women as humans by then. You won't just get to Brazil and go straight to the beach, meet a Brazilian model, get taken back to the favelas. You can't understand the language, and you lusting so hard, your mouth so watery, you don't know she about to set you up and drain you for everything. At the end of the day, you gotta understand, these guys are acting like Darth Vader versus Yoda. I repeat, these guys are acting like Darth Vader versus Yoda when it comes to a woman. Listen, women are not hard. Bruh, it's called, if you're the man, if you're the guy with the plan, bruh, trust me, they're gonna know who you are. You don't have to do anything. They're gonna know who you are, trust me. Don't listen to bitter guys who are thinking that they're pimps or alphas. Listen, Booker Alpharonomy is a clown. Listen, when I tell you he's a clown with a capital K, that's not even how you spell clown. But listen, he's a clown with a capital K. This guy can't be a regular clown with a C. He's a clown with a K. This guy is out of there. He's a misspelled clown. This guy is the biggest clown in the world. At the end of the day, listen, you got to understand, this guy is giving you outdated knowledge. He knows that you're not going to be successful because you're chasing women. Listen, the guys who have no seed because they're smashing every weekend, or they're casual dating, after time, listen, once they finally meet their wife, they're eventually going to get a divorce because they're shooting blanks. They can't get their wife pregnant. At the end of the day, I repeat, they can't get their wife pregnant. At the end of the day, they're going to pick the wrong woman. You know why they're going to pick the wrong woman? Because they have lust problems. They never seen a woman for a human being. So they're going to pick the wrong human being to be around. They're going to go strictly for lust. Who got the biggest bubble? That's who I want to take serious. So whoever got the biggest bubble, that's who we going to take serious, and it's not going to work out. He going to get a Jim Jules type. She gonna straight finesse him, out wolf him, because he think he a wolf, but she's the bigger wolf. Listen, she's the real wolf. At the end of the day, you're not gonna out wolf her, because the alpha needs The alpha is needy. He needs the beta around for approval. He needs to be smashing women on a daily. Listen, he needs to be showing dudes, look what I got. You don't got that. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, I swear, you guys need to treat women right. Listen, you guys got to treat a woman like she's your daughter. At the end of the day, that's real father energy. I repeat, that's real father energy. These women do not look up to you. A woman has to see you as the leader. At the end of the day, you guys are getting disrespected because a woman can't see you as the leader. If you using her car, you using her vehicle. She has to go to work and listen to another boss. So she can't just listen to you. You don't have any power. You can't say, baby, I need you to stay home. She gonna get fired. Then how she gonna make money? You don't have a car. She's still paying on a car note on a freaking Honda. You guys, bro, how you gonna play with supercars if you having Honda problems? At the end of the day, you can't even buy your woman a supercar. You guys are pathetic. At the end of the day, stay away from women until you're able to, listen, bless and spoil your wife. At the end of the day, the Bible said, he who finds a wife findeth a good thing. At the end of the day, if you can't afford a wife right now, that's okay. Take your time. At the end of the day, don't go to the dating game. Save all of that energy for your future wife. If you don't want an American woman, that's fine. Go somewhere else, but at least learn a language. And wherever you want your wife to be from, listen, at least get real estate there. Because what happens is these dudes go to the Dominican Republic and they don't understand Dominican women. Listen, they're lit in the DR. They don't want to leave the Dominican Republic. They got their whole family there. I repeat, they don't want to leave the DR. They have their whole family there. At the end of the day, listen, besides coming back to the United States to live in Miami, or somewhere like Miami or Malibu, California, listen, they don't want to come back to America. They don't want to come to America at all. If it's not Miami or Dubai or California, Malibu to be exact, if you're not the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type house in Cali, oh, listen, at the end of the day, cancel it. She doesn't want that. She rather mess with her men. Her men and her culture are cool. They don't see women as objects. They actually can relate to their men. Listen, at the end of the day, in the DR, masculinity is all the way up here. The woman is all the way down here. In America, oh, they're even playing sites. So in America, you disrespect a woman, it's not going to work out. You treat a woman as an sex object, it's not going to work out. You're going to go to jail. It's non-consent if she has a drop of alcohol on her tongue. If they do a breath analyzer and she got I'm talking about a 0.1 of alcohol on her tongue and you smashed her, non-consent, you going to jail. At the end of the day, listen, stop seeing women as objects. Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.